So, welcome back. Thanks for bearing with us, and we will crack on. We're in the middle of. Did we finish the butchers, or did we just start them? I've only got just one highlight.
I don't remember. It was just. Let me listen.
Yeah, that's one. So let's start the butchers again. So we're on wrong because we're only one into it. Well, two into it. So we can do that session.
Okay, no problem.
Okay,
Now that
so
you've made everybody think of me as a rabbit. I have rabbits on my shirt, so it's fine.
It was a huge carrot as well.
Wasn't
You've
that
done
bad.
well. You've done well to get through that quickly.
I have one every day, so it's
very healthy.
yeah, mix up for the rest of my diet being absolute crap. Okay, so starting at the butchers again.
Butchers 0 in your own time.
My ear just popped. Okay, there we go. Now we go from hungry Tommy Rumbles to oh, thank you, Tommy Rumbles, and it's gonna. Okay, recording. One of our butchers has no workers.
It's butcheries.
Yeah, I was looking at the next line.
Less deeper.
Okay. One of our butcheries has no workers. One of our butcheries has no workers. I just can't help but emote, even if I've got my arms crossed or bouncing all over the place. One of our butcheries has no workers. One of our butcheries has no workers.
Mm-hmm. That's it, yeah. No, I think we've got that. We can move on to one. I think that last one was a good take.
We may need to train more butchers. We may need to train more butchers. We may need to train more butchers.
Okay, another batch of 3 if you can. A bit friendlier, a bit warmer.
We may need to train more butchers. We may need...
Sorry, oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Slap, interrupting. I'll be quiet now, when you're ready.
It's okay. We may need to train more butchers. We may need to train more butchers. Oh, that's naggy. We may need to train more butchers.
Okay, good. I think 1 or 3 would be fine in that instance. On to butchers 2.
A butchery has been abandoned. A butchery has been abandoned. A butchery has been abandoned.
Good. Butchers 3.
This was one of the ones we did for the Assassin.
Yes, I like this line. Yeah.
We did in the Assassin's voice anyway. This was also the one that we did in the 3 different, in the evil, neutral, and happy. If you want steak for supper, we'd best hire a butcher. If you want steak for supper, we'd best hire a butcher. If you want steak for supper, we'd best hire a butcher.
Good. I personally think it is definitely suited to the rougher, gruffer sounding thing, but that's not what the role is. So
that's because I like steak.
Let's record. Yeah, we'll record the engineers during this session as well.
Okay. One of our workshops has no workers. One of our workshops has no workers. One of our workshops has no workers.
You were about to emote there, weren't you?
Yeah, I was about to. I was like, no.
Yeah. If we can do a smoothed out and a little bit relaxed.
Sure. Carrot stuck in my tooth. One of our workshops has no workers. One of our workshops has no workers. One of our workshops has no workers.
Let's have 3 more. Not like that set.
Okay.
I think that's all I need to say, really, because it's just
probably,
try something different and
do anything other than that, and you're good. Whatever that was, it was wrong. One of our workshops has no workers. One of our workshops has no workers. Wait a minute. One of our workshops has no workers.
Yes.
I was thinking
Yes.
friendly and approachable.
Yes. So we can just try 3 more.
3 more like that.
With that in mind.
Yeah. One of our workshops has no workers. One of our workshops has no workers. Kind of drifted a bit. One of our workshops has no workers.
Evenly timed and slower.
Okay. One of our workshops has no workers. One of our workshops has no workers. It was not evenly timed. One of our workshops has no workers. One of our workshops has no workers. One of our workshops has no workers.
Say again, evenly timed. Go.
One of our workshops has no workers.
Go.
One of our workshops has no work. That was not evenly timed. There's too big of a pause. One of our no. One of our workshops has no workers.
I think we've lost it there a little bit now.
Probably.
I think
Yeah.
I think that'll work well if I can try and keep my feed when we're there. If I can keep my feedback short and let's do it black to try and stay in the voice, because
Right.
it's obviously easy. If you as soon as you break for more than like 3 seconds, there's a chance you're going to drift out of
Yep.
the sweet spot.
Sure.
But I think we've got that one, so we can move on to engineers 1.
And I'm getting too close to the microphone again. We may need to train more engineers. We may need to train more engineers. We may need to train more engineers.
Engineers 2, go.
A workshop has been abandoned. A workshop has been abandoned. A workshop has been abandoned.
Good. 3.
There's nobody tinkering in our workshops. There's nobody tinkering in our workshops. There's nobody tinkering in our workshops.
Good. 4.
Scroll. We can't build traps and turrets without engineers. We can't build traps and turrets without engineers. We can't build traps and turrets without engineers.
Another batch of 3.
We can't build traps and turrets without engineers. We can't build traps and turrets without engineers. We can't build traps and turrets without engineers.
A little less energy.
We can't build traps and turrets without engineers. We can't build traps and turrets without engineers. We can't build traps and turrets without engineers.
Good. Yeah, that last one I think was the best timing and tone and everything and energy.
Okay.
All right, do you want to save out?
Yep. Ready. So, farmers.
Yeah, just 1 second. Let's do farmers, fishermen, and herbalists in this batch.
Oh, that's going to be tricky. Herbalists.
Yeah, we'll have to watch the sibilance on that. So, nice and friendly, relaxed, smooth.
So the field and the windmills, both farmers.
Fields can be multiple professions.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. And recording. One of our windmills has no. Ooh.
Oh, that was going all right, actually.
Oh, I thought it was getting too oafish, but all right, we'll go with that. One of our windmills has no workers. One of our windmills has no workers. One of our windmills has no workers.
It's nice and smooth. Occasionally the pitch is a little bit too high, but it is nice and smooth, and that's definitely the tone in your voice that I want to try and get.
Okay. 3 more?
Yes, please.
Okay. One of our windmills has no workers. One of our windmills has no workers. One of our windmills has no workers.
Okay, good. Farmers 1.
We may need to train more farmers. We may need to train more farmers. We may need to train more farmers.
Yeah, definitely better when you say like farmers. I don't know, the middle one, that the inflections in it were not right. So, but that sounded much better. All right, let's go on to farmers 2.
Okay. A windmill has been abandoned. A windmill has been abandoned. A windmill has been abandoned.
Farmers 3.
I was going to say sow. No, that's so. There's nobody to sow the fields with wheat. There's nobody to sow the fields with wheat. There's nobody to sow the fields with wheat.
If we can do another batch of 3 for that.
There's nobody to sow the fields with wheat. There's nobody to sow the fields with wheat. There's nobody to sow the fields with wheat.
Okay, I like that. There's character in the first 2. Yeah, so let's move on to 4.
Okay. No farmers means no wheat, no flour, and no bread. No farmers means no wheat, no flour, and no bread. No farmers means no wheat, no flour, and no bread. That was kind of bitchy. So.
The first one was nice delivery, so I think we've got that one.
Okay.
So when you're ready, Fisherman 0.
One of our fishing huts has no workers. One of our fishing huts has no workers. One of our fishing huts has no workers.
Another batch of 3.
One of our fishing huts has no workers. One of our fishing huts has no workers. One of our fishing huts has no workers.
Okay, Fisherman 1.
We may need to train more fishermen. We may need to train more fishermen. We may need to train more fishermen.
Okay, I think I'm liking, like the middle one was nice because it had the character, and it was a bit more natural than say number 3, which was a bit more red.
Red? Oh, well, red. R-E-A-D. Right.
Yeah,
sorry, I was like
R-E-D. Let's go on to Fisherman 2.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking the fishing hut. Isn't it like a giant ship? Well,
yeah.
not a giant ship. It just doesn't strike me as a hut.
Good point. What else could we call
never mind.
it? Suggestions in chat for what we might call the... I think it's actually a fisherman's hut rather than fishing hut. So, but let's leave it as fishing hut because it's a bit shorter. It might roll off.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. A fishing hut has been abandoned. Do that with a bit less spit in your mouth. A fishing hut has been abandoned.
A little less urgency.
A fishing hut has been abandoned. A fishing hut has been abandoned. A fishing hut has been abandoned.
A little bit smoother. A new batch of 3.
A fishing hut has been abandoned. A fishing hut has been abandoned. A fishing hut has been abandoned.
Yeah, number 2, we got that. So that's 3. On to 3.
I doubt we'll catch any fish without fishermen. I doubt we'll catch any fish without fishermen. I doubt... Nope. I doubt we'll catch any fish without fishermen. I doubt we'll catch any fish without fishermen. I doubt we'll catch... What?
Sorry, no, I thought we'd done 3. Okay, let's move on to Herbalist 0.
Okay. One of our herbalists has no workers. One of our herbalists has no workers. Ooh, that was... One of our herbalists has no workers.
Another batch of 3, please.
One of our herbalists has no workers. One of our herbalists has no workers. One of our herbalists has no workers.
That last one was a little bit too high.
Too high? I can bring it down a bit.
Yeah.
One of our herbalists has no workers. One of our herbalists has no workers. One of our herbalists has no workers.
Okay, I think we can take one or two. We got that. Move along to herbalists 1.
We may need to train more herbalists. We may need to train more herbalists. We may need to train more herbalists.
2.
A herbalist has been abandoned. A herbalist... No, that's too high.
Yeah, can't, yeah, less energy. Less energy in it.
A herbalist has been... A herbalist has been abandoned. A herbalist has been abandoned. A herbalist has been abandoned.
Okay, 3.
Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine.
Okay, and one more batch.
Sure. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Ooh, I mean, it makes sense if you're in the middle of a discussion. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine.
Try something different. A set of 3.
All right.
Try it a little bit more laid back.
Okay. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine.
Fewer pauses.
Okay.
Without a sorry, then let's maybe take that comma out after herbalist.
Okay. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Less pauses. Less pauses.
Yeah.
Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine.
Just yes, that the way you ended. So your medicine, so your pitch wise, you're coming down to the end of the word. Sounds much more natural.
Okay. As opposed to medicine.
Yeah. So try and whenever you're finishing the sentence on an announcement, aim to drop the pitch down on the final word.
Okay. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine.
Sound a little bit American, so without.
Yeah.
So it's without.
Without. I never realized we did that. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine. Without a herbalist, there'll be no medicine.
Good. It makes such a big difference, actually, in the just to hear the t rather than a d. Okay, so save out. Oh yeah, I can't remember what sections we've just done then.
Moving on to Hunter.
Yeah, we're ready to go whenever you are.
Hell was that? I think it was somebody sliding a chair across the dining room table. Sounds like people are eating breakfast. Okay. One of our hunting lodges has no workers. One of our hunting lodges has no workers. One of our hunting lodges has no workers.
Okay, let's go on to Hunters 1.
We may need to train more hunters. We may need to train more hunters. We may need to train more hunters.
Take a drink and a pause, because there's a little bit of rasping coming into your voice at lower tones. It sounds like it's coming from about this sort of area.
Bearing in mind that I can't see you.
Oh.
It sounds like you're gesturing at some part of your body, and I'm like,
your underarm. I keep forgetting that you can't see me.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget that.
Yeah, so we'll go again with the hunters section,
Okay.
and try and smooth it out.
Okay. One of our hunting lodges has no workers. One of our hunting lodges has no workers. One of our hunting lodges has no workers.
Good. 1.
We may need to train more hunters. We may need to train more hunters. We may need to train more hunters.
2. Go.
A hunting lodge has been abandoned. A hunting lodge has been abandoned. A hunting lodge has been abandoned.
Good. Innkeepers.
One of our taverns has no workers. One of our taverns has no workers. One of our taverns has no workers.
Good. Innkeepers 1.
We may need to train more innkeepers. We may need to train more We may need to train more innkeepers. We may need to train more innkeepers. It's too deep. We may need to train more innkeepers. We may need to train more innkeepers. We may need to train more innkeepers.
Good. We've got a nice tone going on. 2.
A tavern has been abandoned. A tavern has been abandoned. A tavern has been abandoned.
Good. Jewelers.
One of our jeweler shops has no workers. One of our jeweler shops has no workers. One of our jeweler shops has no workers. It's drifting low again.
That's
One
right. Sorry. We can go on. We can go on to 1.
Okay. Scroll down. We may need to train more jewelers. We may need to train more jewelers. We may need to train more jewelers.
A tone higher.
We may need to train more jewelers. We may need to train more jewelers. We may need to train more jewelers.
You got cramp or something.
Sorry. Yeah, this finger was like...
Yeah, very nice tone. That pitch, it's the perfect tone. We're getting...
So all I have to do is maintain this cramp in my finger and we're good. Okay.
There's no
Jeweler shop.
Jewelers 2, when you're ready.
A jeweler shop has been abandoned.
Bit too much.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh my God. A
Pitch a little bit higher, a bit more relaxed. Yeah.
A jeweler shop has been no. A jeweler shop has been abandoned. A jeweler shop has been abandoned. A jeweler shop has been abandoned.
Okay, Jewelers 3.
Okay. Brace the audience for this one. Don't do a dwarf voice. Who is going to polish the... You guys are going to kill me. Who is going to polish the family jewels if there aren't any jewelers? Who is going to polish the family jewels if there aren't any jewelers? Who is going to polish the family jewels if there aren't any jewelers?
Okay. Oh.
One of our marketplaces has no workers. One of our marketplaces has no workers. One of our marketplaces has no workers.
Okay, Merchants 1.
We may need to train more merchants. We may need to train more merchants. We may need to train more merchants.
Merchants 2.
A marketplace has been abandoned. Bring it up.
Yeah, yeah.
A marketplace has been abandoned. A marketplace has been abandoned. A marketplace has been abandoned.
The first take. I think we got it in the first version of that.
Okay.
Okay, we can move on to monks.
One of our monasteries has no workers. One of our monasteries has no workers. One of our monasteries has no workers.
Yeah, the last one was the best one. The pitch was right. Okay, monks 1.
We may need to train more monks. We may need to train more monks. We may need to train more monks.
Monks 2, that middle take.
We may need to train more monks. That was the last one. We may need to train more monks. Oh, wait, no, we're not on that one. We're on the next one now. A monastery has been abandoned. A monastery has been abandoned. A monastery has been abandoned.
The start was good, and the last one was the ending of the word.
A monastery has been abandoned. Well,
No, you've done it again on that.
I was going to say that's exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
A monastery has been abandoned.
Again?
Or did you want 3? Okay.
Yeah, if you can give me 3 of those, please.
Sure, no problem. A monastery has been abandoned. A monastery has been abandoned. A monastery has been abandoned.
Good. Okay. Going to take a little break.
Save
out. I'm monitoring chat as well. So in terms of the number of professions, I don't know. I think there's like 20 something in total. We're a good way through, I think. Let's have a look at where are we? Well, it's alphabetical. So 1, 2, 3. We haven't done stonecutters yet, have we? So 1, 2, 3, 4 professions left to go.
Okay. Stonecutters.
Yes. So remember T. Not
Yeah, I was just looking at that. One of our stonecutter lodges says new workers.
So whenever you are ready on stonecutters 0.
Okay, recording. One of our stonecutter lodges has no workers. One of our stonecutter lodges has no workers. One of our stonecutter lodges has no workers.
If we can just retain the pitch of that last one, just try and smooth it over a little bit.
One of our stonecutter lodges has no workers. One of our stonecutter lodges has no workers. One of our stonecutter lodges has no workers.
Yeah, that I think it's when you put less energy into it, the tone is nicer. It seems to be coming off more smooth.
Okay.
So we can move on to stonecutters 1.
We may need to train more stonecutters. We may need to train more stonecutters. We may need to strain. Just run them through a sieve. We may need to train more stonecutters. We may need to train more stonecutters.
Yeah, we got that anyway, so we can move on to 2
Okay.
whenever it goes quiet again.
Okay. A stonecutter's lodge has been abandoned. A stonecutter's lodge has been abandoned. A stonecutter's lodge has been abandoned.
Yeah, just be mindful of the last word. It's quite important. You hit it on the first and third takes, and the second one it went off a bit on the pitch. But I think we've got that one, so we can move on to the tailors.
Okay. A tailor emporium. Huh. One of our tailors' emporiums has no workers.
Right, let me think about this. Tailors emporium. Yes, because it's an S and S. I need to check the grammar on that. Is it Taylor singular? Taylor emporiums. Let's go. Let's get rid of that in singular. I think that's more correct. I think so. Taylor singular.
Okay.
Emporiums plural.
One of our tailor emporiums. Emporium.
I'm not surprised.
There is an R in there. One of our tailor emporiums has no workers. One of our tailor emporiums hams.
Hams.
I'm still hungry. Need bacon. One of our tailor emporiums has no workers. One of our tailor emporiums has no workers. One of our tailor emporiums has no workers. That felt odd.
Yeah, we've not heard that before. There was a word in there that I've not heard that before. When you're ready, if we can have another set.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Just about to. One of our tailor emporiums. That's too low. One of our tailor emporiums has no workers. One of our tailor emporiums has no workers.
You can't see me. So tone.
That's
Waving tone.
Yeah. This one? Okay. One of our tailor emporiums has no workers. One of our tailor emporiums has no workers. One of our tailor emporiums has no workers.
Yep. We can move on to Taylor's one.
We may need to hire more tailors. No. Hire, train. We may need to train more tailors. We may... Bring it up. Bring it up. In tone. We may need to train more tailors. We may need to train more tailors. We may need to train more tailors.
Yep, you're on tone now. So just keep rolling. I'm not going to interrupt you unless we need to stop. So just keep going on from the sentences.
And this is also not apostrophe S. I'll just make that correction in my head.
Yeah, let me,
okay.
I'll just update that there.
A tailor emporium has been abandoned. A tailor emporium has been abandoned. A tailor emporium has been abandoned. I will, however, need to know if we're moving on.
Oh, yeah, so just keep going. Do three, and if I don't say anything, move on to the next three.
Okay.
And I'll stop you if you drift off the sweet spot.
Cool. A tailor emporium... No, that's too hectic. A tailor emporium has been abandoned. A tailor emporium has been abandoned. A tailor emporium has been abandoned. One of our weaver huts has no workers. One of our weaver huts has no workers. One of our weaver huts has no workers. We may need to train more weavers. We may need to train more weavers. We may need to train more weavers. A weaver hut has been abandoned. 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 Okay. One of our woodcutter huts has no workers. One of our woodcutter huts has no workers. One of our woodcutter huts has no workers.
Can we redo it with t, not d?
Thank you. One of our woodcutter huts has no workers. One of our woodcutter huts has no workers. One of our woodcutter huts has no workers. We may need to train more woodcutters. We may need to train more woodcutters. We may need to train more woodcutters. A woodcutter hut has been abandoned. That felt too hard. A woodcutter hut has been abandoned. A woodcutter hut has been abandoned. A woodcutter hut has been abandoned.
Okay, that's it. So save those out. Good job.
Would you be upset if I said we hadn't been recording through all of that? I mean, we were recording. I was just asking if you would be upset. I'm gonna kill you, Tran. I kill you.
Well, at least we'd only lose a section. So the next section is villager needs. So these are when they are bitching and whining about what you haven't given them. We'll be starting with bread. Same again, so I won't interrupt you. 3 takes, and I'll click and move on to the next section.
Okay. Yeah, that works pretty well because I can hear you click. So
yeah.
It works. And recording. Villagers are in need of bread.
You're off.
Am I?
Yeah.
That's what we get for stopping. Villagers are in need of bread. Villagers are in need of bread.
Little higher.
Okay. Villagers are in need of bread. Villagers are in need of bread. Villagers are in need of bread. Our supply of bread is running low. Our supply of bread is running low. Our supply of bread is running low. The storehouses are running out of bread. The storehouses are running out of bread. The storehouses are running out of bread. Do we need to harvest more wheat? Do we need to harvest more wheat? Do we need to harvest more wheat?
Can you do that again? With just wheat rather than wheat. I don't know which I prefer at the moment.
Okay. You want wheat or wheat?
The latter.
Okay. With just a W, not a WH. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do we need to harvest more wheat? Do we need to harvest more wheat? Do we need to harvest more wheat?
A little bit higher.
Mm-hmm. Do we need to harvest more wheat? That's hard not to. It's Will Wheaton. Do we need to harvest more wheat? Stop it. Do we need to harvest more wheat? Do we need to harvest more wheat? Do we need to harvest more wheat? Okay. We might need to bake more bread. We might need to bake more bread. We might need to break. We might need to break more. It's not break. It's not break.
You think? Well, there is a saying, isn't there? Isn't that what they do in religion?
Well, to break bread, yes,
bread,
but
yeah.
I'm seeing the capital B in bread, and it's. Nah. We might need to bake more bread. Slow it down. We might need to bake more bread. We might need to bake more bread. We might need to bake more bread.
We've lost the sweet spot somehow. In the we're sort of round about the right pitch, but we've lost a little bit of the tone.
Okay.
So just have a drink and shake it off, and
I'll take
we'll try another batch of 3 on that.
An 18-year-old Dalmore would be lovely right now. Thank you. Okay. We might need to bake more bread.
A little bit too deep.
Okay. We might need to break. We might need to bake more bread. We might need to bake more bread. We might need to bake more bread.
Okay.
Villagers are in need of clothing, basic clothing. Villagers are in need of basic clothing. Villagers are in need of basic clothing. Villagers are in need of basic clothing. Our supply of basic clothing is running low. Our supply of basic clothing is running low. Our supply of basic clothing is running low. The storehouses are running out of basic clothing. The storehouses are running out of basic clothing. The storehouses are running out of basic clothing.
The storehouses is good. Of basic clothing is good. The running out is, I think we need a G. More emphasis on the G.
Okay.
The accent is lovely. Tone is lovely.
Everything else is wrong. Gotcha. Cool.
It's just that running.
Okay.
Just needs to be a little bit clearer.
No problem. The storehouses are running out of basic clothing.
A little higher.
Okay. The storehouses are running out of basic clothing. The storehouses are running out of basic clothing.
You need running out. It's like
you
need to wait in your head to finish the word running before starting the word out, because they're blending in together, and it's not quite as clear.
Okay. The storehouses are running out of basic clothing.
A little bit higher.
Okay. The storehouses are running out of basic clothing. The storehouses are running out of basic clothing. The storehouses are running out of basic clothing.
Good.
We might need to sew more basic clothes.
Yeah, that's where you want to be. That's actually the ideal accent. You're sort of shifting more British, I think, there.
I think so, perhaps, yes. Drifting into Kenneth Williams. Not think about Red Dwarf while I'm doing this. Okay. We might need to sew more basic clothes. We might need to sew more basic clothes. We might need to sew more basic clothes. Villagers are in need of firewood. Villagers are in need of firewood. Villagers are in need of firewood. Villagers are getting cold and need firewood. Villagers are getting cold and need firewood. Villagers are getting cold and need firewood. It's freezing and our villagers need firewood to keep warm. It's freezing and our villagers need firewood to keep warm. It's freezing and our villagers need firewood to keep warm. Our supply of firewood is running low. That's blending again too. Our supply of firewood is running low. Our supply of firewood is running low. Okay.
You don't need to stop. You can do another one. It's no problem.
We're fine.
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Keep it up.
Okay. We might need to chop more logs into firewood. We might need to chop more No. What did you
just
do?
Ignore what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm just
It's like your marker's gone.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm lost. We might need to chop more logs into firewood. We might need to. No, not we. Not accent. No accent on we. We might need to chop more logs into firewood.
Think English.
We might need.
Think English. Think English in your head. You're drifting a little bit off on the accent. Try and get back on.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much. We might need to chop more logs into firewood. We might need to chop more logs into firewood. We might need to chop more logs into firewood. Villagers are... I'm suddenly spitting all over the place. Villagers are in need of meat or fish. Why is it... never mind, that's a whole... Fish is meat. Anyway, the scroll anyway.
Well, it's a game mechanism thing because, yeah.
Villagers are in need of fish.
Sorry. Well, it was pretty good what you did.
I was going to say, are we done? Didn't even really get through one.
All right.
Villagers are in need of meat or... Villagers are in need of meat or fish. Villagers are in need of meat or fish. Villagers are in need of meat or fish.
Do your silly English accent to get back in character.
Which one? You mean this one? This one is...
No, not that one.
No, not that one. Well, you said...
Maybe we can try Kenneth Williams. If that's...
You're the...
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes.
That's the one you... I don't think that's...
That's really it's not, but it's the way you're saying the words will help.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, matron, yes, villagers.
Stop it. Villagers are in need of meat or fish. Villagers are in need of meat or fish. Villagers are in need of meat or fish. Our villagers are in need... Whoa. Our villagers need more meat and fish in their diet. Okay. Our villagers need more meat and fish in their diet. Our villagers need more meat and fish in their diet. Our villagers need more meat and fish in their diet. We should consider hunting and fishing to complement our diet. We should consider hunting and fishing to complement our diet. We should consider hunting and fishing to complement our diet. Our supplies of meat and fish are running low. Our supplies of meat and fish are running low. Our supplies of meat and fish are running low. The storehouses are running out of meat and fish. The storehouses are running out of meat and fish. The storehouses are running out of meat and fish. We might need to hunt more deer and boar. Deer and boar. We might need to hunt more deer and boar. We might need to hunt more deer and boar. Wow, that R really wants to come out of there. We might need to hunt more deer and boar. I think it's just going to get stuck in there. We might need to hunt more deer and boar. We might need to hunt more deer and boar. It's too fast. Okay. We might need to do more fishing. We might need to do more fishing. We might need to do more fishing.
Okay, good. Do you want to save out there?
Yeah.
Take a break.
Mm-hmm. villagers are getting tired. Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good.
So we've been at this for 2.5 hours now, sort of. Sort of, but not really.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 2.5 hours. But your voice is sounding fine at the moment, so I'm not hearing any fatigue in it at the moment. Stretch it off and shake it off. Oh.
So when you get
It's
old
a lot
enough,
easier being this side.
yeah,
I'm just listening carefully to, check character and tone and everything. So
it's kind of funny because I think it's a lot easier being on this side. So,
right, okay.
we're all doing what we're meant to be doing.
Okay, so we are going on sleep.
Sleep 0.
Do you just warm up with your silly Kenneth Williams accent again? Just help you get in character.
Oh, okay. Trying to think of all the Carry On movies that I've seen. Carry On Up the Khyber. Carry On. I think there was another one, but I can't remember what. But I can't remember what it was. That's not quite it, is it?
It's in the ballpark, so
It's in the baseball terminology from the Englishman.
That's just, we get all your shows.
I suppose that's true. And we get virtually none of yours except for Doctor Who. And occasionally the IT crowd, though very few people understand it. Okay, so let's carry on with the villagers are getting tired, except it won't sound at all like that, will it? No.
Sounds a bit like Camfrey, the wizard in the tutorial.
Oh. That was one of the other characters I was thinking about. Audition.
So, when you are ready, let's kick off with Sleep 0.
All right. The villagers are getting tired. The villagers are getting tired. The villagers are getting tired.
Can you remove the?
I
think
suppose
by
I could.
removing it just implies some rather than all.
And it's not written there. It's the more important part. Remove the because it's not written there. Villagers are getting tired. Villagers are getting tired. Villagers are getting tired. Our villagers are getting sleepy. Our villagers are getting sleepy. Our villagers are getting sleepy. Our villagers really need to sleep. Our villagers really need to sleep. Where did that come from? Our villagers really need to sleep. Our villagers really need to sleep. Our villagers really need to sleep. Villagers are in need of vegetables. Do we want vegetables or do we want vegetables?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think it's one of those words that it would be hard to sound like anything else.
Yeah. Villagers are in need of vegetables. Villagers are in need of vegetables. Villagers are in need of vegetables.
Okay. Can you just do your silly English accent? Bring you back into character.
How often do you need me to do it? Is it something that sort of resets my buttons whenever? Whatever. I don't know. See, now I want to go. Our villagers need vegetables in their diet.
Our villagers need vegetables in their diet. Oh,
wow,
Yeah,
that
weird. A big frog in there somewhere.
Our villagers need vegetables in their diet.
Maybe I'll have a drink of water.
Yeah, you're getting a little bit croaky there.
All right, now I think we can continue.
Our villagers need vegetables in their diet. Our villagers need vegetables in their diet. Our villageable...
Villageables.
Our villageables need villages. Our villagers need vegetables in their diet. Our villagers need vegetables in their diet. Our villagers...
I bet this never happened. I bet this never happens to that John DiMaggio gentleman.
Our villagers are in... Our villagers need vegetables in their diet. Our villagers. You can tell it just starts to go. Our villagers need vegetables in their diet. Our villagers need vegetables in their diet. Our villagers need vegetables in their shit.
I think we've got it anyway, so you can.
Oh,
move on.
thank God. Our supply of. Oh, I almost said villagers.
That sounded very grand, sort of biblical.
Our supply of vegetables is running out. Let my people have carrots, you bastards.
Okay, so back to this. Thank you very much.
Our supply of vegetables is running out.
You've got a different accent now. English still, but different.
Yeah, different part of England that I'm not familiar with. Getting loopy. Our supply of
Okay, get back to Kenneth. Let's get back to it.
No, it sounded okay.
Okay. Our supply of vegetables is running out. Our supply of vegetables is running out. Our supply of vegetables is running out. The storehouses are running out of vegetables. The storehouses are running out of vegetables. The storehouses are running out of vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Are we planting enough pumpkins? Are we planting enough pumpkins? Are we planting enough pumpkins?
Mm-hmm.
Villagers are in need of entertainment. Villagers are in need of entertainment. Villagers are in need of entertainment. Our villagers are becoming bored and need entertaining. The bastards can just piss off them, can't they? Our villagers are becoming bored and need entertainment. Entertaining.
If you can try and go a little bit more English on need entertaining.
Okay, I suppose I could do that. Because they need entertaining.
I'm also getting a Julian Clary thing going. Well, maybe not. Well, our villagers are becoming bored and need entertaining. Our villagers are becoming bored and need entertaining. Our villagers are becoming bored and need entertaining. Providing villagers with entertainment could make them happier. Providing villagers with entertainment could make them happier. Providing villagers with entertainment could make them happier. Villagers are in need of medicine. Villagers are in need of medicine. Villagers are in need of medicine.
Just another batch of 3, please.
Mm-hmm. Villagers are in need of medicine. Villagers are in need of medicine.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
That's okay. That's just no problem. It's not like anyone else is watching this stream.
Simon Dean. Okay, all right, thanks. Okay, yep. Thanks, bye. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay. I've forgotten what the takes were, so if we can do another set
we'll
3.
we'll just do it again. And I'll be sending you the whole thing so you can just look at it. Okay.
So anyway, well, what were we talking about? Right, we were talking about medicine and villagers needing it because they need to learn to wash their hands.
Villagers are in need of medicine. Villagers are in need of medicine. Villagers are in need of medicine. Our villagers need medicine to tackle sickness. Our villagers need medicine to tackle sickness. Our villagers need medicine to tackle sickness. Providing medicine will help cure the sick. Providing medicine will help cure the sick. Providing medicine will help cure the sick.
Oops, clicked.
We need medicine if we hope to battle sickness. We need medicine if we hope to battle sickness. We need medicine if we hope to battle sickness.
Mm-hmm. Have we got any more? Yeah, a couple more on the other page.
Mm-hmm. The sick won't get better if we have no medicine.
Better,
yeah. The sick won't get better if we have no medicine. The sick won't get better if we have no medicine. Slow that down. The sick won't get better if we have no medicine. The storehouses are running out of medicine. The storehouses are running out of medicine. The storehouses are... What?
Sorry. Interrupted.
They're running out of medicine.
Yeah, that's good. If you want to save off that section, I will just let everybody know what we're doing. So if you've joined midstream, we are in the process of recording the advisor lines for Folktale. We've got Trendane here, who is providing the voice. Let me just fire up some links. If you're interested in what we're doing, then both of us stream, so you can follow Trendane. He also streams, so on twitch.tv/Trendane. On Twitter, he is @Trendane, and he also posts recording of audiobooks and other work on youtube.com/Trendane. And if you're interested in what we're doing in terms of developing Folktale, you can follow us by clicking the follow button at the bottom of the page. On Twitter, we are @GamesFoundry, and we also post all of the dev hangouts and the blog videos on youtube.com/GamesFoundry. All right, let's get back to recording.
Since Twitch changed their user interface, the follow button is now that little green heart that's down there. Oh,
right. When did that happen?
Just recently.
Right, okay. It's a green heart.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a big green heart or is it a little green heart?
I don't know.
All right. So the next section is a villager.
See?
It's not a villager.
See? It's not just... It's villageables, I'm telling you.
It's villageables migration. So this is when folks arrive or they leave. Yes, so this includes a good line. One of my favourite lines.
Oh, no.
So we'll be kicking off with human advisor villagers arriving 0.
Okay, recording. Now all I can hear is the advisor. New villagers have arrived. New settlers have... Whoa.
Let's get back into the thought of this guy. Perhaps I should just take a few minutes and talk like this.
No
See,
problem.
that's not even... That wasn't even close to what it was it? Now it's getting back towards it. As you said, that sweet spot that we need so much.
I tell you what we will do. We'll
Yes.
We'll stop and start the stream again because we're coming up to that time. Let me think. I know we're all right probably for another hour, so we won't. No, it's just been an hour since we last did it, but we're okay for another hour.
It's fine for right now. We haven't done it that. We haven't done that much.
Wow, I have completely lost it.
That's all right. Take a break. So
That's okay.
Kenneth Williams.
Yeah, but Kenneth Williams. It's way up here. You know, this. Well, not quite.
Think maybe grandfather sort of. It's the pipe smoking grandfather figure.
So you say that, and I think Tolkien, which didn't sound like that at all. But no, it's okay. I just need to get back to. I need to drift from the Warcraft 3 to your weapons things, and then bring it up into Kenneth Williams, so that it's without going something that sounds like this.
Yeah.
So it's going to be closer to new settlers have arrived.
Softer and slightly higher pitch.
Okay, good. I just needed to get back in the area with that. New settlers have arrived.
A little bit higher pitch.
Okay. New settlers have arrived. New settlers have arrived. New settlers have arrived. New settlers have arrived.
Another couple.
New settlers. No, not new settlers. Not the accent on new. New settlers have arrived. New settlers have arrived. New settlers have arrived. New villagers have New villagers have arrived. New villagers have arrived. New villagers have arrived. Our village has attracted new settlers. Our village has Our village has attracted new settlers. Our village has attracted new settlers. our village has attracted new settlers. Settlers have arrived.
Croaky.
That's okay. Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start. Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start. Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start. Not so much pause. Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start. Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start. Villagers are leaving. Villagers are leaving. Villagers are leaving. Villagers are leaving.
Oh, look over there. Villagers, they're leaving in droves. They're disappearing through portals. Is this the line you were talking about?
Mm.
Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving.
A little bit too gruff.
Yeah, I know. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving.
Can you play with the word sucks to try and make it sound a little bit more English?
Mm-hmm. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving.
Try more with an A rather than a U, so sacks.
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 Okay. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving.
Still doing it with a U. Try and add a little bit more A into the sound.
Okay. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving.
More A.
Moray, wow. Moray, like an eel? Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right with that voice,
I
does
was
it?
going to say. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving.
To try it, just notice something that Stone would say. If you try it with a bit more drama, a little bit of OTT drama, like, oh my God, but not American
That was
style.
nice. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving. Now I'm going to go over the top. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving. They're wandering off into the desert like C-3PO and R2-D2. Any minute now they're going to fall over.
Let's have 3 more. I think we're going somewhere with this. I like this.
Where? Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving. Villagers think our town sucks and are leaving.
Brilliant. Excellent. Love it.
You bastard! Look what you've done. You've destroyed the entire economy.
I wonder actually if it would be funny with a character like that, read in that sort of...
Only when you get things wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want all of these like that?
Let's
just
see. So
that
if you
much?
get increasingly
Oh, okay.
more character into each
I can do
take.
that. Okay, I can do that. Villagers are packing their bags and leaving. Villagers are packing their bags and leaving. Villagers are packing their bags and leaving.
you can drop the tone as you increase the energy in it.
Good, because I'm clipping way off.
And you can back away from the mic with each
Yeah, I was going to say
additional energy of yeah.
a lot of red in there. Villagers are packing their bags and leaving. Villagers are packing their bags and leaving. Villagers are packing their bags and leaving.
You clipped, I think, on the bags.
Oh yeah, it's just a big block of red right there. I mean, I'll for that last one, I'll do it again and I'll turn down the gain a little bit. Villagers are packing their bags and leaving. Villagers are packing their bags and leaving. Villagers are packing their bags and leaving.
Add in a hello at the start.
Oh, okay. I'll just do that last one. Hello? Villagers are packing their bags and leaving.
Yeah, let's have a couple of that.
Okay. Oh, you want the hello on all of them?
Yes, I think it works quite well.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no problem. Hello, villagers are packing their bags and leaving.
Right, yeah, not on. I see what you mean. Not on the soft ones.
Right. So it would be villagers are packing. Wait. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Villagers are packing their bags and leaving. Hello, villagers are packing their bags and leaving. Hello, villagers are packing their bags and leaving.
Good. All right, take a rest.
Okay. I'm sure my housemates are going, what is he doing in there?
Oops. Oh, well, there you go. The links again. Let's jump back. If you want to maybe ad-lib a little bit on this next line.
Oh, my God. That's always a dangerous thing to say to me. Ad-lib a little bit. Okay. All right. Isn't this the one that I kind of went off a bit on when we were doing this before with the rest of the team? I think.
I can't remember.
That's all right. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. So if you start with a soft delivery and then literally until I interrupt, just keep getting more and more.
Okay.
Energy and.
I can do that. Another villager has abandoned our town. Another villager has abandoned our town. Another villager has abandoned our town. Look, there he goes. There he goes, wandering off. See him? See him? There he goes. Look, another villager has abandoned our town. Can you believe that? We did all of these wonderful things for them. We tried so hard. I don't know why I'm going up so high in my pitch. This is what happens when you tell. Just gets horrible. Another villager has abandoned. No, bring the tone down. Another villager has abandoned our town. Look at him. Look at him walking away. Look at him with his stupid little feet. Look at him plodding off into the. What is that? A desert? What is that? Snow? Possibly a swamp. I don't know anymore. I don't care. Another villager has abandoned our town.
All right, let's move to the next line. I think you can ad lib on this a little bit as well.
Starting with the Kenneth Williams, but lower. Thank you. Villagers are starting to leave in their droves.
A little bit croaky, a little bit too low.
Yeah. Is it in their droves? Because here it's just in droves.
It should say in their droves.
Yeah, it does say in their.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's take their out. I think I remember putting that in, thinking about that. I like the line. There you go.
Like, what is a drove? Okay. Villagers are starting to leave in droves. We should do something. Villagers are starting to leave in droves. We should do something. Villagers are starting to leave in droves. We should do something. Throw a party, perhaps bake a cake. Remember those bakers I told you to hire before? Perhaps if you had got one of those, had them bake a cake, perhaps fill it with bacon. Bacon brings everyone back to the party.
Excellent. Excellent. So whenever you're recovered, what have you done? Villagers deserting. Okay, again, you can ad lib on this, I think, as well.
Okay.
Just check your mic gain. Yeah. I presume you've been adjusting it for different times.
Yeah, every time I do this, we'll bring that down. What have you done? The villagers are deserting. What have you done? 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 Villagers are deserting. Look at them. Look at there goes. That's Kevin. He's leaving, and he's taking Felicia with him. You recognize her? She used to be a baker. Remember the baker and the baker and bacon? Remember we talked about this before. Well, I'll tell you what. You see, not only Kevin and Felicia, but Marcus. Remember how nice Marcus was? Remember that lovely little fish that he made for you on your birthday? Do you remember? No, of course not, because you don't think about them. You don't consider any of their feelings, any of their needs, none of that. All you do, you just think about yourself. That's all you ever do. I don't even know why I'm your advisor. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Bravo. Excellent. All right, save that out. End of section.
Someone has become sick.
Yeah. Somebody's going to lose their voice.
Gone a bit mad.
But that's okay. This is nice stuff. I think what we will do today is we'll definitely skip the tutorial lines. Let me see where. Well, we'll just keep on working through it, I think.
Let's see, I believe we're on page 8 of 400. Okay.
Actually, where does it say the page number?
It's kind of in the top middle. Oh, no, wait, that's a...
13 of 33. Good God. Mind you.
Hey, I didn't write that.
They aren't full pages. There's only, what, 6 on
There's
this
a lot
page.
of blank space.
Yeah. Okay, so when you're rested, let's go with villagers becoming sick.
Excellent. I'm sure they deserve it.
Check your recording, check your mic gain.
Mm-hmm. Have the last of my tea. It's not a proper cup though. It's just crap American. Even though it says English breakfast, it's not. A, it's not English, and B, it's not breakfast. So someone has become sick.
Rustic, deep.
Yeah. Someone has become sick.
Softer.
Yep. Someone has Someone has become sick. Someone has become sick. Someone has become sick. Someone has become sick. A foul plague is spreading in our town. A foul plague is spreading in our town. A foul plague is spreading in our town. Disease has broken out. Disease has broken out. Disease has broken out. One of our villagers has developed a fever. 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 One of our villagers has developed a fever.
Mm-hmm. And not develop a fever.
There's been an outbreak of disease. 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 One of your subjects is feeling unwell. One of your subjects is feeling unwell. One of your subjects is feeling unwell.
Okay, I want to go back to 1 and ad lib.
Okay.
And get a little bit carried away with it. I don't know if it's going to be appropriate or not for this, but let's see.
A foul plague is spreading in our town. Do you see the little pox, pustules forming all over his face? It's horrible. He looks like that one gentleman. What was his name? Stephen. You remember the one?
He had that goiter thing on his neck. He was a fisherman. Do you recall? There was that time that he tried to make you a haddock and that was weeping all just into the sauce. Disgusting. Absolutely horrible. I don't believe that any medicine that could possibly be created could ever make me want fish from that establishment ever again. I'm just saying.
I didn't realize you make haddock, but
Well, he built it out of a goiter.
So let's not ad lib, but throw increasingly more character into the delivery of the line. So get carried away with the delivery rather than ad libbing.
Okay. A foul.
Just remember, Kenneth, we've got to remember to do that. That's all right.
A foul plague is spreading in our town. A foul plague is spreading in our town. A foul plague is spreading in our town.
Bit my finger. I don't know how I bit my finger when it's way over there. But oh God!
You lost it. It's all right. All right. Let's try another line. That's not such a. Let's go for that one. Number 4.
Mm-hmm. There's been an outbreak of disease.
What you gain?
Yeah, well, also the dogs are. I think they've let them into the house. There's been an outbreak of disease. Let's bring that down just a touch. There's been an outbreak of disease. There's been an outbreak of disease. There's been an outbreak of disease.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, what happened there? Oh my God! It's everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to save out that section? Okay. So quite a lot in this. So these are changes in overall happiness. So for example, when your villagers go from being indifferent to unhappy, or unhappy to very unhappy, or to rebellious. So we should probably change the energy in the delivery depending on which end of the scale we are at.
Mm-hmm.
So it may make sense to actually start from normal on the next page, which I've got highlighted, I don't think, and then let's go back up, decreasing in happiness.
Sorry, not escalating, but decreasing.
Going up the page, yeah.
Okay. Our villagers are content. Our villagers are content. Our villagers are content. Our villagers are indifferent to your leadership. Our villagers are indifferent to your leadership. Our villagers are indifferent to your leadership. You're doing all right, I suppose. Whoa. You're doing all right, I suppose. You're doing all right, I suppose. The villagers think there's room for improvement. The villagers think there's room for improvement. The villagers think there's room for improvement. Average leadership is okay, I guess. Average leadership is okay, I guess. Average leadership is okay, I guess.
Okay, so they're getting a little bit irritated. Let's work up the page.
Mm-hmm. A group of villagers has gifted you with a bag of manure in recognition for your service.
A group of villagers has gifted you with a bag of manure in A group of villagers has gifted you with a bag of manure in recognition for your service. A group of villagers has gifted you with a bag of manure in A group of villagers has gifted you with a bag of manure in recognition for your service.
Okay.
Oh, right, you meant up.
Yes, we're going up the document.
Gotcha. You know, you could try a little harder. You know, you could try a little harder. You know, you could try a little harder.
Good.
A baboon could run a village better than this. A baboon could run a village better than this. A baboon could run a village better than this. A gloom has descended. A gloom has descended. A gloom has descended. Misery is spreading throughout the village. Misery is spreading throughout the village. Misery is spreading throughout the village. Our villagers are unhappy. Our villagers are unhappy. Our villagers are unhappy.
Keep going. Keep rolling with that line.
Our villagers are unhappy. Our villagers are unhappy.
Good. Okay, right. So we're getting into the stage where they are rebelling or about to rebel now.
Peasants are revolting. I know.
They are revolting. They're also revolting.
That too. Dissent is spreading among the villagers. Dissent is spreading among the villagers. Dissent is spreading among the villagers.
A couple of more variations. Just keep rolling with it. I think there's a nice mix coming out.
Mm-hmm. Dissent is spreading among the villagers. Dissent is spreading among the villagers. Dissent is spreading among the villagers.
Yeah, don't bother with that one.
No.
No, worth trying. Worth trying, but yeah.
A group of villagers has gifted you with a steaming bag, but I daren't open it. A group of villagers has gifted you with a steaming bag, but I daren't open it. A group of villagers has gifted you with a steaming bag, but I daren't open it.
Good.
Your rule may soon be Your rule may soon be at an end if you keep this up. Your rule may rule.
That's okay.
Your rule may soon be at an end if you keep this up. Your rule may soon be at an end if you keep this up. Your rule may soon be at an end if you keep this up.
Angrier.
Your rule may soon be at an end if you keep this up. Your rule may if you keep this up.
More angry.
I'll get angry. Your rule may soon be at an end if you keep this up.
Good. Excellent. Yeah, so let's do that. So let's start off and then with each delivery get more and more angry.
Okay. Our villagers live in despair. Our villagers live in despair. Our villagers live in despair.
I think because it's despair, actually, on this one, I don't think we should get angry because despair is not anger. It's not as strong an emotion as that. So I think we're okay with what we've got. So let's move on to the next line.
Villagers are cursing your name. Villagers are cursing your name. Villagers are cursing your name.
Okay, I don't think we need to go further than that.
Okay, good. Because otherwise, I was going to start cursing.
Just hang on a second, because I think we've got a police car.
Okay. Reading this line.
Okay, yeah, ready when you are.
Villagers are throwing darts at paintings of you nailed on posts. Villagers are throwing darts at paintings of you nailed on posts. Villagers are throwing darts at paintings of you nailed on posts.
Can we also try it on nailed on a post, singular?
Yep. Villagers are. Start nice and slow.
You can start from the softer one.
Oh, yeah.
Villagers. Let me update it as well. So nailed on a post. Let me highlight that line again. Okay.
Villagers are throwing darts at paintings of you nailed on a post.
Let's try nailed to a post.
Yeah.
Paintings of you nailed to a post.
As I was reading it, I was thinking that should be two.
Yeah.
Villagers are throwing darts at paintings of you nailed to a post. Villagers are throwing darts at paintings of you nailed to a post. Villagers are throwing darts at paintings of you nailed to a post.
Brilliant. That's the one.
You bastard. See, this just makes me think of Star Wars episode, whatever number it was. Villagers are calling for a vote of no. Villagers are calling for a vote of no confidence.
The villagers.
Oh, they are. Well, then.
As a collective this time.
Yeah, it's okay. The villagers are calling for a vote of no confidence. The villagers are calling for a vote of no confidence. The villagers are calling for a vote of no confidence.
More English. Over the top English.
Okay. The villagers are calling for a vote of no confidence.
Ease it back a little bit down on the pitch.
Okay. Good, because I'm clipping. The villagers are calling for a vote of no confidence. The villagers are calling for a vote of no confidence. The villagers are calling for a vote of no confidence.
Okay.
Maybe we could hire someone who knows what they are doing. Maybe we could hire someone who knows what they're doing. Maybe we could hire someone who knows what they're doing.
What's your gain?
Oh, yeah. Maybe we could hire someone who knows what they're doing.
Okay. I want to just go back to very low 7 because something that Adam DH mentioned in chat, which is we're going to change paintings to be at a painting singular. I'll just try that line. So
sure,
let me just
no problem.
That.
Villagers are throwing darts at a painting of you nailed to a post. Villagers are throwing darts at a painting of you nailed to a post. Villagers are throwing darts at a painting of you nailed to a post.
Good. Okay. Actually, let's go a little bit even more on that 7. I don't. Yeah.
Even more.
More over the top.
Okay.
More over the top.
No problem. Turn my gain down a bit for that one. Villagers are throwing darts at a painting of you nailed to a post.
Do it again without the sort of stuttered laughing in it.
Villagers are throwing darts at a painting of you nailed to a post.
Excellent. Good. We did 5, didn't we? Yeah, so on to 4 next.
Okay. Villagers are bashing piñatas of you with big clubs. Villagers are bashing piñatas of you with big clubs. Villagers are bashing piñatas of you with big clubs.
Let's go and ad lib and say big clubs. Big spiky clubs.
Okay.
Yeah, and like double down on the club.
No problem. Villagers are no
Stop. Yeah, without the laughing.
And I've been joining them. Secretly meeting with the villagers at pinata parties. Villagers are...
Laughing again.
Yeah, I know. It's just so funny to me. Never mind. Villagers are bashing pinatas of you with just enormous...
Just go again, because there was a grumble on bashing, I think.
Villagers are bashing pinatas of you with big... When I say big clubs, I mean enormous, gigantic, monstrous. Do you remember that ogre who lives just downriver from us? The big one with the wart the size of Carolyn's bum. You know the one. Just that club that he carries around that everyone thinks that is a deer haunch? No, those. But you make them bigger. They're the size of Martin's cart. You know, it just comes and he just huge, sweet. I think they may want to break you open and eat your delicious candy insides.
Good. Okay. Let's go again though, because it was like 2 different deliveries in one line. It's you sort of swapped halfway through. And keep the ad lib quite short. So keep it focused on big clubs.
Okay.
And go bigger than that, and then stop.
Okay. Villagers are bashing pinatas of you with big, huge, monstrous, gigantic, knobby clubs, iron spikes and poles and billets sticking out of them in every direction.
Good. Okay, and let's do a shorter version of it. So big clubs, and then maybe 3 or 4 words with some bigger version. But deliver the word big clubs, and then
I need to break out of
describe it again using different words. So take a drink break if you want. It's quite hard on the voice, this line.
It's not a drink break. I need a thesaurus break. I need synonyms. Big, gigantic, huge.
So villagers are bashing pinatas of you with big clubs.
Knobby. I want to use knobby.
I don't know, something to do with like tree trunks. I quite like the word nobble. Nobbled. You use the word nobble clubs and sort of. Maybe don't think about it. Just maybe run with it and see what comes out.
That's when it just starts spiraling and it becomes way too
right.
long.
Yeah. So just be conscious of dragging it on.
Okay. Villagers are bashing pinatas of you with big, gigantic, knobby clubs. They're just house-sized, monstrous things.
Good. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Okay. Do you want? No, let's keep going. Let's keep going because we've got 4 more before we break the recording. So check your gain if you're starting off gently.
Villagers are mocking your skills. Villagers are mocking your skills. Sorry, I suddenly hit puberty in the middle of that line. It only happens 3 or 4 times a month. I apologize. Apologize? Right. Villagers are mocking your skills. Villagers are mocking your skills. Villagers are mocking your skills.
Okay, good.
The villagers think you are a buffoon. The villagers think you are a buffoon and performing...
And are performer, I should say. And are.
Ah, gotcha. The villagers think, see, that's what keeps throwing me off is when I see buffoon, knowing that buffoon is in there and bad ape comes later. I keep wanting to say baboon. So but it's okay. I can get it. The villagers think you are a buffoon and are performing bad ape impressions of you. The villagers think you are a buffoon and are performing bad ape impressions of you. The villagers think you are a buffoon and are performing bad ape impersonations of you. The villagers think you are a buffoon and are performing bad ape impersonations of you.
Yes, I like that. I like the change in tone. All right, I think we've got that one. I don't think we need to go too far over with that.
I hope not.
These are a little bit more boring, these last two.
Yeah.
So I guess a sense of urgency, growing into a sense of urgency.
Mm-hmm. We need to act soon to avoid a rebellion. We need to act soon to avoid a rebellion. We need to act soon to avoid a rebellion.
Good, okay.
Dogs are chasing me, squirrel. Our village is on the brink of rebellion. Our village is on the brink of rebellion. Our village is on the brink of rebellion.
Couple more.
Our village is on the brink of rebellion. Our village is on the brink of rebellion. Our village is on the brink of rebellion. Notice how when it's troubled, it's now our village. Before it's your village, now it's ours.
Good. All right, do you want to save off that session?
Sure. Done and done.
Okay. How's your voice?
Oh, I'm sure it's doing okay. But it is getting a bit raspy.
Okay. I'll keep an ear out for that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let's see where we're at. Okay. Right. Well, it gets a little gentler after this.
Oh, that's lovely.
After this section.
That's fantastic.
So we are on to high zero, which is they're starting to praise you. They're happier with what you're doing.
Starting with happiness, high zero, man. All right, so back into the sort of Kenneth Williams thing. It's delightful. Your subjects are so happy to have you as their leader. That doesn't, well, yes, I suppose it does. Anyway. Your subjects are happy to have you as their leader. Your subjects...
A little bit higher.
Yeah. Your subjects are happy to have you as their leader. Your subjects are happy to have you as their leader. Your subjects are happy to have you as their leader.
Good.
Our villagers are pleased. Our villagers are pleased. Our villagers are pleased. Our villagers are pleased. You're doing great. Keep it up. Okay, I think that one helped.
Have you got any honey?
Yeah. Like this.
Oh, right.
It's almost
on
done.
hand.
Of course, I have it on hand. There are more jars in the refrigerator or in the kitchen, but
think it's slightly erotic watching that.
I was trying not to think of it that way. I think.
Dear.
The dark underbelly of voice acting you never knew existed. You're doing great. Keep it up.
We probably need to stop and start the stream.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm going to. So for everybody that's watching, please follow the channel by clicking the. It's either a purple button that says follow, or it's a green heart. We're not quite sure what it is at the moment. We're going to stop and restart the stream just because we need to chop it into about 2-hour chunks so that it'll go onto YouTube. We'll take a very short interlude just to share some of the links. We've got Trendane, who's doing the voice acting today. He can be followed on twitch.tv/Trendane, or on Twitter, just look up @Trendane. He also pushes some of his other recordings and audiobooks onto his YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Trendane. And if you're liking what we're doing here and you want to follow development of Folktale, then you can click follow, which we've already mentioned on the stream. On Twitter, we are @GamesFoundry, and we also publish all of the previous Dev Hangouts and the blog videos on youtube.com/GamesFoundry. Okay, we're going to stop the stream. We're not going anywhere. We'll be firing it back up literally within a few seconds. So we will see you very soon. Okay.